2011, a year of great achievements. Morning teas, forums, business lunches, dinners, cocktail functions, Israel briefings. The Kol Nidre appeal, Purim parties, business breakfasts, shiurs, workshops, educational programs, Shittim school delegation, recognition awards, rebranding of UIA Victoria and Partnership Together. A new world chairman for Keren HaYesod, 2 new executive directors and shlichim, a new general manager, new young UIA vice chairman and executive, solidarity campaigns, fascinating guest speakers, phoning nights, Super Sunday appeals, missions to Israel, social media campaigns, and all for one shared passion, the State of Israel. Our 2011 campaign gala dinner was launched in style at Crown's Palladium Room, featuring the opposition leader, the Honourable Tony Abbott, MHR.
I'm here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, to acknowledge the importance of Israel to support the projects of the United Israel Appeal.
And the world chairman of Keren HaYesod, Eliezer Moody Sandberg.
May I begin by thanking you for all the efforts that you do to support Israel. And absorption and education is Keren HaYesod, UIA. That's what we are. This is our partnership.
He emphasised the uniqueness of UIA as the only global humanitarian fundraising organisation whose projects reflect the national priorities of the State of Israel as determined by the Prime Minister's office. Guests were entertained by the Ben Yakir Village Choir, a youth village in Israel which is supported by the UIA. "430 women came together for the Women's Division Breakfast in March at the International of Brighton. Michelle Rojas Tal, Israel-based Diaspora Education Manager for advocacy organisation Stand With Us, offered insight and tools against the boycott movement of Israeli products.
The greatest challenge facing the Jewish tomorrow is the attempt to delegitimize the State of Israel today. We have the ability, each and every single one of us, to make a crucial difference in the campaign to challenge BDS. Buy Israeli goods.
Guests also heard Shlomit Bicha from the Youth Futures program, which is supported by the Women's Division.
Together, you and I are helping over 10,000 people to rewrite their future.
Over 900 youth celebrated Purim this year at either the Young UIA opening Purim Ball at the MCG or the Mad Hatters Purim Wonderland party hosted by the Werdigers. The Purim Ball featured an amazing lineup including a jazz quartet, a 10-piece big band and Captain Benjamin Rutland of the IDF.
And it's through your assistance, the people sitting in this room as well as the thousands of other people around the world who support Israel, that we're able to take our country forward. And for that, I thank you.
The following night, 600 youth came together all dressed up for the Purim Mad Hatter Wonderland party, which was co-hosted with Chabad on campus and Orgis.
I would like to welcome you all here tonight to the United Israel Appeal Community Evening.
Anything is possible was the message from the Honourable Ted Ballew, MLA, Premier of Victoria. He acknowledged the great contribution that the Jewish community makes to the State of Israel and that UIA makes it possible.
There is no community that puts in harder than the Jewish community. We must do whatever we can to support the State of Israel. We must do whatever we can to support the Jewish community. What the UIA does reflects exactly that. The UIA makes anything possible.
Mr. Ballew also presented Erwin Lamb a certificate on the occasion of his 90th birthday. Guests also heard from IDF Captain Benjamin Rutland, the Ben Yakir Village Choir and David Southwick MP, who emceed the event. Educating the next generation has remained a focal point for the UIA in 2011. Young UIA have presented to many youth ranging in ages at events such as the Student Leadership Forum, the Roots Project presentations, the Zionist Youth Council Jamboree Camp and Bogrim Seminar, the Orgis Executive Conference, the JCCV Volunteering Fair and many more. Several ideas have emerged through interactive sessions run with the younger generation, and Young UIA look forward to implementing these ideas in the future. Through initiatives such as our B'nai Mitzvah program, students are encouraged to actively get involved with the UIA by donating their bar bat mitzvah money in lieu of gifts. This year we have seen an increase in those participating in this program, demonstrating that more and more children are learning about the values of tzedakah through the UIA. Both Young UIA and Yachad have held a number of joint business breakfasts and lunches featuring prominent business identities such as co-founder of Scoop On and Catch of the Day, Gabby Leibovich, founder and senior managing director of Strategic Value Partners, Victor Kostler, and IDF pilot Reuven Ben Shalom. These gatherings not only assist us in disseminating our UIA message, but also provide great networking opportunities for our donors. UIA recognises its major givers to the appeal through a number of personalised events. Yachad donors were hosted for a cocktail evening at the home of Natalie and Andrew Bassett in June, with keynote speaker General Peter Cosgrove.
Nobody is legitimate if they say Israel must be destroyed. You are an outlaw if that's your starting position.
In September, our main appeal major donors heard from former Israeli Deputy Security Advisor Charles Freilich at the home of Vivian Fried. This year, 5 new women received pins of recognition at the annual pinning ceremony. The Lev Chai, or Lion of Judah pin, is a symbol of pride and identity worn by women all around the world. Hosted at the home of Barbara Landau, guests heard an interesting Israel update from Meir Itzhaki, Deputy Chief of Mission, Embassy of Israel.
There's nothing that can speak more than just to see these children's faces and the thank you that they present when they receive all the support that you're giving.
A UIA mission is a fabulous way to tour Israel and a unique opportunity to see the work of UIA firsthand through meeting with Olim and students in absorption centres and youth villages. We encourage everyone to experience a UIA mission. A record 49 people from Melbourne, Sydney and Brisbane celebrated Israel's independence in the Holy Land on the 13-day Yom HaAtzmaut mission. The itinerary was jam-packed with touring from the north to the south and visiting KH UIA projects. The annual family mission is scheduled to leave on the 21st of December. Participants attended an information session earlier in June and are looking forward to a comprehensive 12-day itinerary of visiting Israel sites, meeting prominent figures and hearing about the work of KH and the Jewish Agency in absorption centres, youth villages and educational programs. All of our divisions have been busy throughout 2011 collecting precious funds through phone canvassing evenings, Super Sunday appeals and face-to-face canvassing. To mark the end of the 2011 campaign, our Volunteers Dinner held in August took on a new and fresh approach with the Young Leadership Division running this event. Over 100 volunteers gathered to hear about the new direction of global young leadership. Young UIA Chairman David Boyer emceed the night, which included a special presentation from Mick Cohen, who shared his recent experiences of the Kesher Conference. Volunteers also heard from Reuven Ben Shalom and his brother, who wowed the audience with their career stories of the IDF. 2 full buses joined the seniors outing to Bendigo earlier this month. Highlights included a delicious morning tea on the beautiful balcony of Bikta with guest speaker the Honourable Howard Nathan, a retired Supreme Court judge who is reviving the Bendigo Jewish community, and a talking tram tour throughout Bendigo. It was a jam-packed day and participants enjoyed a schluff on the bus on the way home. This year, the UIA has co-hosted a number of public forums held at Beth Weissman. Guest speakers have included Dr. Ada Ben Sasson, head of leading HMO in Israel, and Middle East expert Michael Rubin. These forums provide the community with a fantastic means of keeping in touch with the current affairs in Israel and hear different perspectives from prominent Israel visitors. Partnership 2000 was rebranded this year, and this initiative is now referred to as Partnership Together. This program aims to deepen reciprocal relations between the 2 communities in Australia and the Central Arava region. At the forefront of this program is the annual delegation of Year 10 students from the Shittim School in the Arava. A welcome brunch for the students was kindly hosted by Nikki and Peter Worth. 2011. Yes, indeed it has been a busy year. We have accomplished great things and together we can continue to do more. The executive and staff of UIA extend our thanks and appreciation to our donors and volunteers who help UIA achieve great things: aliyah and absorption of New Olim, services for Israel's most disadvantaged children, education and strengthening the border communities. Thank you, and we look forward to welcoming you to our next event.